Jealousy, it's like it's one of those emotions or feelings or whatever that it's fine if you feel it, like it's understandable, but you really want to be careful with what you do and turn around the thoughts you have about it in the moment that you're having it because those thoughts are manifesting. What is up, my fellow dreamers and soul searchers? Welcome to the Roxy Talks Manifestation Podcast, your raw, unfiltered, and unapologetic source for all things manifestation related. I'm Roxy Lee, and for the last decade, I have been researching and developing my signature 360 method, which combines behavioral science, quantum physics, and the law of attraction to help you manifest a life beyond your wildest dreams. Visit roxytalks.com for more info. Now, let's get into it. SG says, many great things came through in a few days. SP missed my birthday. The plus is I haven't spiraled. Yes, I'm sad and cried, but this is about me or my worth. I'm freaking amazing and deserving of love. Congratulations. So, okay, you healed your body in a week. And maybe, okay, this is what I'm hearing in my head. Maybe that your okay, I don't know your story, but this is just like the first intuitive nudge I'm getting is that like maybe your SP being around you wouldn't have allowed you the peace you needed to fully heal what you needed to heal. Does that make sense? Like, I don't know what kind of triggering you might get being around the person. And not that they're bad. It's like even just being around a person and having a good time can trigger thoughts. We see it all the time on here, right? So obviously it was divine for a reason because you healed a cyst. Like you're exactly where you were supposed to be, doing exactly what you're supposed to do. So if they didn't come through, great. Best case scenario. So okay, yes. Okay, so you're agreeing. Yeah, I'm just getting the feeling that like maybe they would have triggered you in a way that would have not allowed you to heal the way that you did fully. And now that you're healed, we don't have to worry about that. 111 in the chat. I just looked at that. Now that you're fully healed, um, you can move forward with the SP in a new way, right? With a clean slate and without this other thing in the way that was like causing you physical harm. And also now that I'm saying this, it's like, we create the pain and the illness, disease, whatever you want to call it in our bodies, right? We manifest it ourselves. So it's just like I'm getting the impression that they are linked, the trauma or trigger from the SP and the cyst. So we need to clean up and clear and heal both. I don't know. Does that resonate? As she says, yes, Esther Hicks says cysts are jealousy with a partner, and I had been. His sister has a friend that's very flirty with him. Oh my God. Oh my God. I love it when I have a psychic moment. Okay. So fuck yeah. What we said. The peace. Okay, this is what I'm hearing right now. If he wanted to be with that girl, they would have been together. You know what I mean? It's like I like let that be your story and don't let it haunt you, right? Jealousy. Did you see how were you here when Tommy put what happened when he saw his SP? Like if you didn't see it, scroll up and look at a few of Tommy's comments about seeing a person on the timeline with another person. Doesn't really matter, but the way he responded to it was really powerful in a manifestation way. I mean, it's powerful in general. Like it, like that what he saw did only served to prove to him that he's on the right path and that it's unfolding for him, and to show him where he can get even better with his manifestation. That's what he saw. So jealousy is just, it's like, it's one of those emotions or feelings or whatever that it's fine if you feel it, like it's understandable, but you really want to be careful with what you do and turn around the thoughts you have about it in the moment that you're having it because those thoughts are manifesting, right? And like It's fine to feel jealous and see something that someone has that you want or whatever, or feel like whatever the situation is. But if you're using your thoughts to affirm your jealousy, you're just going to get what you're afraid of. So it's just really important that you choose what your thoughts are in these moments, okay? But your healing, they coincide. That's the word I heard in my head. They coincide. Heal your body, heal the relationship, and vice versa. And like really work on dropping the jealousy, because the jealousy, it just doesn't work from a manifestation standpoint. Like at the end of the day, like I can say, don't be jealous. You're great. You deserve it, whatever. But like really at the end of the day, like if you want to be logical about it, it just doesn't, it doesn't, it's the opposite of helping. It's like the opposite of manifesting, right? Like being here when I want, or that girl's gonna get my man or whatever it is. Like you're just handing them over to them. So be really careful with jealous thoughts. Catherine said, my SP had to reschedule our meeting last week and he still hasn't followed up and set a time yet. I'm affirming he always follows through and he's planning to take me on a romantic date. Yeah. Listen. Sometimes people have to reschedule. And I think that, like, you know what? I think that's actually something that needs to be said a lot. Like, or not, maybe not a lot, but every now and then, like, everybody puts so much stock in, like, your worth is tied up in how well you can get this other person to jump through these hoops for you. And it's not just you, Catherine, it's everybody, right? Like, if they don't perform this task, if they don't text me back, become my partner, call me, say something nice to me, dump that other person, move to my country, quit their job, tell their mom to fuck off, like all the things, right? If they don't do that, then this isn't working, or I suck, the universe hates me, it's not working, I'm really trying, this is so hard. It's like, you know what? Sometimes people are just people. Like imagine if every time you like had to reschedule something, that person was like devastated and hoping that like it wasn't the end of the relationship with you, and you're like, dude, I just like my dog had diarrhea. You know what I mean? Like, and I had to clean it up all. Like, it just like sometimes can our SPs not just be human? And I'm not saying that it's not valid to be frustrated if they reschedule, but like just because you're manifesting them does not mean that A, they can't have their own life, and B, that if they do have their own lives, you're doing something wrong, you know? So we can't just let something like in the real world, if you weren't manifesting and if it was just a regular person and they rescheduled, it would just be that. It would just be that. If this was somebody you had no doubts about, if it was like your friend rescheduling, cool. I actually wanted to do something else in that time anyways. It's not, you don't even care. But when it's your SP, oh my God, it's the end of the world. Now I have to like clean up all this shit and do all this work. And you know what I mean? It's like, it just like, we really have to, like, what are you saying? What are we saying about these people? Look how much power we're giving them. Just observations. Okay, Supreme Kinetics Health. Thank you so much for the super chat. Says, my SP is working with the NFL right now, so he's super busy. So I decided to become the it girl. Nice. I'm currently loving my life. Thank you, Roxy, for your guidance. Proud of you. That's awesome. And that's like exactly what you do. Like you are becoming magnetic. You are becoming the person that is going to naturally manifest whatever the hell you want, including relationships and people and opportunities and money and excitement and fun. So, more of this energy. Let's just put this on the chat. I need to find this. More of this energy, please. Okay. Asha says, I'm back in the zone with business and art. I've been planting seeds and putting the work, social media management, networking, all the things. SP is another artist that doesn't know I exist yet. So here's the thing, Asha. They don't know you exist yet because, like, you don't know you exist yet. Like, does that make sense? Here's what I'm seeing visually in my mind. I'm seeing, okay, here's little Asha, the artist, who's trying to put and give, tell me if I'm wrong, who's trying to put their plant their seeds and make their connections out there. Hey, I'm an artist. Come see my art. And then there's this SP who's obviously on a pedestal because they don't know you exist yet. Why the fuck is that a problem if they're not on a pedestal, right? Like, it would just be like, and I can't wait till they get to meet me. Like the fact that we're like, we make it a point, like I'm an artist and they're an artist who doesn't know I exist yet. That's a pedestal in itself, right? So here's little Asha and their work, and please notice my work. Here's Grand SP already being an artist and being enough of an artist to where we don't know this one exists. And like, right, like that's the image I'm getting. So not only is the SP story tainted because they don't know who you are, they have some sort of, I'm guessing some sort of recognize or notoriety of a little bit maybe. Um and it's an SP, right? So there's those three reasons of why they're kind of like unattainable. This like, I wish they knew who I was. I wish I was known like they are. I don't know. So there's the SPs, there's the problem with the love thing. Then you have the issue of like, if they're an artist, they're in the same like niche as you, the same like genre, they're doing the same kind of work as you. Then there's the idea of like comparing your art to their, maybe not necessarily the art to art, but like the level of status or clout, for a better term, that they have versus you, right? So like that's what I see in your question or in your statement is like, here's little old me and my little old art trying to manifest this person who is an artist, And so you need to become obsessed with your art. That's what I'm hearing. You need to become obsessed with your art and not just like in doing it or in creating it, but in like presenting it and being like, did you see what I fucking made? I made this with my hand from here to here. Okay. I fucking did that. Thank you. And you start kind of like becoming obsessed with who you are as an artist. That's how they're going to become obsessed with you as an artist, right? Like we talked earlier about your SP being a mirror. If your SP is a mirror, that means if you are focused on them, so are they. If you're focused on a third party, so are they. If you're focused on you, so are they. So make your art and I'm not saying do anything different with your art. I'm saying the way you treat it. Treat it like it's a Van Gogh. You know what I mean? You said that resonates. I was always taught to put my accomplishments down or to think in the box to not scare people away, dulling myself down to be a polite little girl. Yeah, that's not going to fucking help you. That's like the kiss of death for manifestation. And you should check out a book called The Big Leap. You should read the book The Big Leap because it just really helps you get totally comfortable and like it makes it become so obvious that you must do your passion and be completely passionate about it. Like it makes no sense for you to do anything else. So it's a really important book for anybody that's like an artist or an entrepreneur or anybody that's trying to do something outside of the box on their own that takes like that anything that like where self-sabotage might get in the way. Any of those things, The Big Leap is an excellent book for that. So Asha, get The Big Leap, listen to that book, and then really start practicing treating your art like the gold that it is. You need to see your art the way you want him to see you. Your homework is to make a shit that does not bring me joy. Shit that don't bring me joy list. And we're going to work on either upgrading it like we talked about from the book Get Rich Lucky Bitch. She talks about upgrading your life incrementally. The example she used, for example, was like if you got holy underwear, buy some nice underwear and like feel a little more like expensive or whatever. So we're gonna take the list of the shit that doesn't bring me joy, and we're gonna whatever's on there, look at the things. What can be done now? Like what can be upgraded? What can be tossed? Where is dead weight that can be let go of? look at what can be handled now. So we're going to take the first step, write your list. Second step is what can be handled now, what can be dealt with now, what can be eliminated, upgraded, revised, cut, whatever. That's your first step. Then the remaining step for the things that seem harder or bigger, we want to start greeting those with love, peace, forgiveness, appreciation. Love, peace, forgiveness, and appreciation. So we're going to work through the shit that doesn't bring us joy by either making small upgrades and getting rid of things that can be handled now, like things that you're just putting up with, like let's say it's I don't like the fact that maybe you have like a clanging, maybe something in your car, like the speaker like hangs off and every time you drive it like rattles. Like, okay, maybe I could like fix this, whatever. I could like duct tape this up, or maybe I could like, take like just doing little things that you could handle right away that would take away the annoyance and irritation from your life. The small things, do those. And then for the bigger things, love, peace, forgiveness, appreciation. Look at the easy stuff and start working on it. For the hard stuff, we're going to apply the P flag to it. Peace, love, appreciation, forgiveness, gratitude. And you're going to show love to the stuff that you hate. We're going to forgive, love it, appreciate it, show gratitude, that stuff, to the stuff that you hate. Okay, that's your homework for this week. And we'll see what happens after we start treating the stuff that we hate with love a little bit. Eliminating some of the stuff that causes us everyday annoyances so that we don't have to be in that energy so often. And then applying love to the stuff that's causing us bigger annoyances and setbacks and pain. I mean, it could be the biggest thing ever, obviously, from the smallest annoyance to the biggest pain in your life. The shit that doesn't bring you joy on that list, okay? So that's your homework, and report back, okay? I love you. I appreciate you. We're all raising our vibrations together. You have the power. I believe in you.